Have you grown since I last saw you? This week we are talking about creative outlets, and I was surprised that video blogging wasn't mentioned more often. Guys, get it together. Just kidding, you're awesome. I have a bunch of creative outlets, all of which tend to be silly. One of them is singing because I'm a music major and that's what I do. I also really like to play piano when it's something that I want to play, but I don't do it as often as I should, so I've kind of lost a lot of my skills. Another thing I like to do is to make things that make my life easier. I find organization and kind of problem solving within that to be a really creative process. Behind me, you see my beautiful Argyle schedule for this year. I made a bookshelf the other day so that I could hold my books. I really like to color when I have time. Reading books to also be a creative outlet because I'm constantly creating the scene in my mind and the inflection and the characters and what they look like and what everything else is going on. Like that to me, reading can be very creative. And I guess kind of like Michael, I tend to dabble. For a while I found makeup to be really creative. I actually wanted to go to cosmetology school before I went to college. Sometimes I just pick up projects. I'll decide that I want to sew something, or I'll decide that I want to create something. That was an obvious thing to say, wasn't it? I guess I feel to some degree that we are always creating. We are constantly creating solutions to problems. Those of us in college or even outside who have to do a lot of writing. There are so many creative outlets in the world, and everybody at least has probably 10 if they really wanted to think about it. But every part of our life is creative. That's how we function, that's how we work. That's my thought on that. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will be at OhioCon tomorrow, and I'm excited, and I will see you next Friday, DFTBA. That side of my face is light. It just has to be in the light. Punching babies is not a creative outlet.